The incident with the strange presence still lingered in our minds, but life, as it always does, slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy. Then, some time later, my grandpa suggested a fishing trip. "We'll go to the lake at 3 a.m., he announced, "with my buddies. I'll take you along." I was only 15, and the idea of a nocturnal adventure with the grown-ups was thrilling. That night, it felt like I'd just closed my eyes when a gentle shake roused me. It was my grandpa, his face barely visible in the dim pre-dawn light. "Time to go, get ready in 5 minutes," he whispered, "and don't wake anyone." "This early?" I mumbled, still half asleep. "Just get ready and come outside," he urged, his voice firm. We slipped out of the house like shadows. The air was cool and damp. As we walked, I pulled out a cigar and lit it, offering it to him. "Let's have it together," I said, trying to share a moment of camaraderie. But he was silent, his gaze fixed straight ahead. A few minutes later, I reached for a small gas lantern to light our way, thinking it would be helpful. The moment the flame flickered to life, my grandpa's demeanor shifted dramatically. He became instantly angry, his body tensing, and he pulled away, creating an invisible barrier between us. No matter how much I tried to close the gap, he maintained a rigid distance of about 6 or 7 feet. It was unsettling. We reached the bridge. Instead of crossing it, he veered off onto the muddy road leading under it. "You went the wrong way," I said, a little frustrated by his strange behavior. He stopped, turning his head slightly, and a chilling command left his lips, "Just come with me." His voice was flat, devoid of its usual warmth. I hesitated, anger bubbling up, ready to argue, but then I noticed it. He wasn't walking, he was floating, 2 or 3 inches above the ground, his feet never quite touching the earth. A sudden cacophony erupted from behind us, a chorus of shouts and a wave of bright lights piercing the darkness. My name. They were shouting my name. I spun around, and in that instant, my grandpa's face contorted with rage. "You ruined it," he roared, and then, in a blink, he simply vanished. Stunned, I looked back to see my real grandpa, along with my parents and a crowd of villagers, rushing towards me. "I didn't see you in bed," my real grandpa said, his voice laced with concern, his eyes wide with confusion. The next morning, the village imam was called. We recounted the old, unsettling stories and then this latest, terrifying encounter. The imam listened intently, his expression grave. "It was a jinn," he declared. "Everyone leave," he commanded, gesturing for us to give him space. We waited anxiously outside, the silence punctuated by strange thudding sounds and what sounded like a furious struggle coming from within the house. After some time, the imam emerged, looking weary but resolute. "It was a Hindu jinn," he explained. "It was angry because you didn't offer it fried food." He paused, then added, "I threatened him. I told him I would feed him beef." The jinn, apparently terrified by the prospect, had made a counteroffer. "It said if you give it 1 kilogram of sweets, it will leave you alone," the imam relayed. "Leave the sweets in the jungle, and it will come and give you a sign." Later, we followed his instructions, placing a large bowl of sweets deep in the jungle. We waited. Soon, a stray dog appeared, sniffed around, and then calmly picked up the bowl, walking away with it. As if on cue, a loud crack echoed through the trees, and a thick tree branch snapped off and crashed to the ground nearby.